I have an introduction to the Apprenticeship Simulator. www.zhaozuiyuan.com. Lu Changsheng's soul pierces through the cultivation world and becomes an elder of Shu Mountain, obtaining the Apprenticeship Simulator. Simulate the life of an apprentice, offer rewards for returning the apprentice, and enhance the apprentice's realm. This book is also known as, What Should I Do If My Master Is Too Kind to Me, My Master Never Hides It, and My Master Knows Everything Well. https://www.zhaozuiyan.com. Chapter 1. Collection Ceremony. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Elder Lu, tomorrow is the once every 10 years gathering ceremony of disciples in our Shu Mountain. The leader has orders, and all elders who have not closed their peaks must attend. Elder Lu. I understand. What a strange person. The voice of Elder Lu came from within the cave, and the disciples of Shu Mountain who came to report were muttering in frustration. Lu Changsheng is one of the elders of Shu Mountain. After stepping into the Yuanying realm 100 years ago, he has been practicing in seclusion. He has only recently joined the disciples of Shu Mountain for 100 years and has never seen this elder. If it weren't for the apprenticeship ceremony, even the inner disciples would have forgotten about this elder in Shu Mountain. So, I'm leaving now, Junior. The disciples of Shu Mountain offered their flying swords behind them, stepping on them and breaking through the air. Flying with a sword is a necessary ability for disciples of the inner sect of Shu Mountain, which means at least achieving cultivation in the realm of Qi. The apprenticeship ceremony. Inside the cave, Lu Changsheng muttered to himself. Lu Changsheng's soul pierced into this world of cultivation, and it took 3 days to digest all the memories of this body. This Shu Mountain elder, also known as Lu Changsheng, died 3 days ago when his soul was about to break through to the Dao Palace realm when it went berserk. Shushan, one of the 6 major orthodox sects in Xiazhou, was founded hundreds of thousands of years ago. Despite numerous changes in secular dynasties, it has always stood firm, with the mission of slaying demons and defending the heavenly way. Shu Mountain is an unprecedentedly huge suspended mountain, with hundreds of peaks of all sizes. Each peak has an elder, at least an inner disciple of the Yuanying realm. Only by making contributions to Shu Mountain can one qualify to become an elder. Lu Changsheng is one of the elders who doesn't have much presence. Confirmed successful. Apprenticeship Simulator loading. Loading successful. Detecting the number of host apprentices. Current number of apprentices. 0. A cold voice came from Lu Changsheng's sea of consciousness. Apprenticeship Simulator. Lu Changsheng was excited for a moment. It seemed that this was the golden finger he had obtained after crossing the river. Lu Changsheng carefully studied this system. The Apprentice Simulator allows you to see the talent of your apprentice, simulate their life, and increase their cultivation level to trigger apprenticeship rewards. The higher the cultivation level of an apprentice, the richer the rewards for awarding them. Because Lu Changsheng is a cultivation maniac who only focuses on improving his own cultivation, he currently does not have any disciples. The more disciples there are, the better. On the contrary, having more disciples can delay one's own cultivation. Therefore, most Shu Mountain elders adhere to the principle of preferring scarcity over excess, and only accept disciples when they encounter someone with superior talent and character. Can you become stronger by accepting apprentices? Lu Changsheng has a clear understanding of the role of the apprenticeship simulator and is patiently waiting for tomorrow's Shushan apprenticeship ceremony. After all, Shushan is one of the 6 main orthodox sects in Xiazhou. Slaying demons and eliminating them has a high reputation in Xiazhou. There are also many people in the folk who worship the clay sculptures of the founder of Shushan Taoism, Taiqing. For hundreds of thousands of years, incense has been burning continuously. Lu Changsheng, due to his secluded cultivation in seclusion, has missed the previous 9 apprenticeship ceremonies. Coincidentally, Lu Changsheng has obtained the apprenticeship system. Taking advantage of this apprenticeship ceremony, he may be able to find a talented disciple. The next day, Lu Changsheng carried a long sword and walked out of the cave that had not been left for 100 years. With a movement of his mind, Lu Changsheng's long sword flew out from behind. With his qi, Lu Changsheng controlled the sword and transformed into a stream of light, breaking through the sea of clouds. The sea of clouds flowed like the wind and flew towards the main hall of Shu Mountain. In the sea of clouds, not only did Lu Changsheng emit a stream of light, but other elders of Shu Mountain were also on their way. Colorful streams of light shuttle through the sea of clouds, creating a magnificent atmosphere. This is the heritage of Shu Mountain. The main peak of Shu Mountain stands tall and towering, soaring into the clouds, full of energy in fighting against bulls. The square of Shushan Grand Hall gathers young men and women from hundreds of counties in Xiazhou, with a population of no less than 10,000 people. These young boys and girls have undergone preliminary screening, otherwise the number would be countless. One by one, the elders of Shu Mountain flew with swords and did not enter the main hall of Shu Mountain. These figures are majestic, and the people in the main hall square are looking at the elders of Shu Mountain passing through their heads, as if they are looking up at the sky and giant trees. The elder of Shu Mountain, who had the lowest level of cultivation and was also a cultivator in the Yuaning realm, had a 1,000-year-old family in front of them, which was not inferior. Shu Mountain is truly an ancient sect that has been passed down for hundreds of thousands of years, with a profound heritage. There are hundreds of elders in the Yuanying realm. It is said that before this Shushan sect leader took charge of Shushan, he had already broken through the Yuanying realm and entered the Daogong realm 3,000 years ago. After 3,000 years, his cultivation may have become unimaginable. Shushan ranks first among the 6 major orthodox sections. If you, the young master, are taken as an apprentice by the Shushan elders or even the Shushan sect leader, there is hope for our family's revival. His Royal Highness, the visit to Shu Mountain is related to the eternal inheritance of our Xia dynasty, and the success or failure lies in this act. The crowd in the main hall square of Shushan was fascinated when they saw the elders passing by. In the main hall of Shushan, hundreds of Shushan elders gathered together, all of whom were immortal and upright. Shushan is a prestigious and upright sect. The main purpose of this Shushan apprenticeship ceremony is to recruit a new group of Shushan disciples, and secondly, to showcase the essence of Shushan to the crooked and evil, and to intimidate the demons. Junior brother Lu, you have finally passed the level. The last time we met was 100 years ago. You were one of the most valued disciples of the sect, and after 50 years of cultivation, you arrived at the Yuanying realm. Time has passed, and your cultivation should have improved significantly. A familiar voice rang out, and a middle-aged man wearing a green shirt and a Chinese character face smiled slightly and took the initiative to greet Lu Changsheng. Lu Changsheng quickly searched his memory and found the Shuyuan website www.zhaoshuyuan.com. He quickly remembered this person's identity. His senior brother Li Changye, a powerful figure in the Daogong realm, and the current head disciple of the Shushan sect leader. 300 years ago, Li Changye defeated 3 demon cultivators from the same Dao Palace realm with one enemy, and he shook the 6 righteous sects and 4 demon sections. Li Changye is considered by the other 5 orthodox sects as the most likely elder to take over as the head of the Shushan sect. The previous generation of Shushan elders who practiced in seclusion may not have lower cultivation levels than Li Changye, but these old monsters are of the same generation as the Shushan sect leader and will no longer compete for the position of sect leader. Yuanying realm has achieved great success. It seems that you will soon break through to the Dao Palace realm, Junior Brother Lu. Congratulations, Junior Brother Lu. Li Changye saw through Lu Changsheng's cultivation. Lu Changsheng was located on the 9th floor of the Yuanying realm, only 1 step away from the Dao Palace realm. The Yuanying realm can become the elder of Shu Mountain, while the Daogong realm is the true backbone of Shu Mountain. After 150 years of cultivation, Lu Changsheng continuously broke through the realm of foundation building, qi transformation, and alchemy, and arrived at the realm of Yuanying. After 100 years of seclusion, he was about to enter the realm of Daogong. Such a speed of cultivation is even outstanding in Shumen. Lu Changxing himself had good qualifications, otherwise he wouldn't have stood out in the apprenticeship ceremony and been accepted as a disciple by the Shushan sect. However, what Li Changye didn't know was that the original Lu Changxing had gone to extremes due to his excessive persistence in cultivation, and eventually became obsessed and died. And the person in front of me, Lu Changxing, comes from a distant place called Earth. Thank you, senior brother. This time I'm going out of the level, firstly to relax, and secondly to see if there are any good seedlings. I want to take in 1 or 2 disciples. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that brother Lu, who works alone, would also want to recruit disciples one day. It's really a strange thing. Li Changye was chatting with Lu Changxing, and his face suddenly became serious. The leader is here. Chapter 2. The Heart of a Child. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Boom. A vast pressure descended upon the main peak of Shu Mountain, silent as the noisy crowd in front of the hall, as well as the elders and disciples of Shu Mountain inside. The entire main peak of Shu Mountain is trembling slightly, with a sea of clouds rolling and a purple aura coming 3,000 miles to the east. Some outsiders who have never seen such a scene tremble in their souls. A figure appeared out of thin air on the main seat of the main hall of Shu Mountain, with graying hair and a fairy-like demeanor. He was dressed in a Taoist robe with a pattern of Taiqing and Yang, and his deep eyes were like vast stars. The old man waved his sleeve, and the terrifying pressure that enveloped the main peak of Shu Mountain disappeared like a whale swallowing it in an instant. Goodbye, master. Goodbye, master. The numerous elders with advanced cultivation in the Shu Mountains all show great respect and pay their respects to the elders in their prime positions. The 27th generation leader of Shu Mountain, the true person of Taiyuan, was the first warrior on the surface of Shu Mountain. 3,000 years ago, he was already a practitioner in the realm of Dao Palace. Long night, during my seclusion, will there be any turbulence in Xiazhou? Returning to the sect leader, everything in Xiazhou is calm, but there seems to be some turbulence in the desolate state, which has some impact on our Xiazhou. I will report the details to the sect leader later. Longevity, not seen in 100 years. Your cultivation has improved a lot, but for those who practice, it is a taboo to build cars behind closed doors. It's great that you can overcome your inner demons and leave the level. Taiyuan Zhenren's sharp gaze swept over and completely saw through Lu Changxing's cultivation. It's just the cultivation of the Ether Yuan Immortal, and I don't know if this disciple's soul has changed. Taiyuan Zhenren chatted with several elders again and then slowly said, since all the elders except for the closed group have arrived, let's start the apprenticeship ceremony. Yes. The leader has an order, the apprenticeship ceremony begins. Li Changye's voice echoed like thunder on the main peak of Shu Mountain, and over 10,000 ordinary people waiting to test their qualifications were all solemn. The practitioners who have achieved great success in the realm of the Dao Palace are enough to be admired by them for a lifetime. A square mirror flew out of the main hall, grew larger in the wind, suspended above the main square, emitting an astonishing spiritual energy. This is the inferior immortal artifact of Shu Mountain. Zhaodan Mirror. This object can measure one's physical fitness, intelligence, and qi luck, and is truly marvelous. Every generation in Shu Mountain has abundant talents, thanks to the contribution of the gallbladder mirror. The cultural heritage of Shu Mountain is truly profound and bottomless. Some of the old servants who followed their young master to Shu Mountain were knowledgeable and exclaimed in surprise. Lower-grade immortal artifacts, not to mention ordinary people, cultivators may not necessarily see them once in their lifetime. The disciples of the outer gate of Shu Mountain maintained order, and the crowd divided into teams of 10 people, who came to the front of the Zhao Dan mirror in order to test their qualifications. Everyone is extremely anxious. If they become disciples of Shu Mountain, especially inner disciples, they will embark on the path of cultivating immortality, and their life experiences will also change as a result, no longer being ordinary people. There were many disciples from aristocratic families, princes, princesses, and scattered cultivators in the crowd. Kai Ju, with a moderate root and bone, inferior intelligence, and inferior qi, has built 3 levels of foundation and environment, which is not qualified. Lin Chunping, with excellent roots and bones, has moderate intelligence and qi. He has built a foundation with 5 levels and is qualified. Chen Rui, with a lower level of roots and bones, superior intelligence, and superior qi, has achieved 6 levels of cultivation in the building foundation realm and is qualified. The gallbladder mirror reveals each person's aptitude, but if there are 2 inferior qualities, they are not destined for immortality. Qualified individuals can become disciples of the outer sect of Shu Mountain. If they are taken as disciples by the sect leader or elders, they are considered disciples of the inner sect. Lu Changxing activated the search function of the Apprenticeship simulator, and the intangible divine consciousness covered the main peak of Shu Mountain. Except for the leader Taiyuan Jinren, everyone else's qualifications were fully revealed. Not only his roots, intellect, and qi, but also things that cannot be seen through a gallbladder mirror, can be seen by Lu Changxing. Lu Changxing looked at his senior brother Li Changye, and the apprenticeship simulator in the sea of consciousness burst into a brilliant golden light. Li Changye's information appeared in Lu Changxing's mind. Li Changye, talent. Enduring all obstacles, fire spirit roots, losing every gamble, cultivation. 9 levels of Dao Palace Realm, Dao Gu. 500 years undoubtedly, he is the most valued disciple of the Shushan sect leader Taiyuan Jinren. With only 500 years of cultivation, his cultivation has reached the 9th level of the Dao Gong realm, only half a step away from the refining void realm. Senior brother, surprisingly, has a special physique that never dies. However, a person with such cultivation would lose every bet. It seems that their luck is not good. Lu Changxing secretly peeked at his senior brother Li Changye's talent. Li Changye had exceptional talent, but it was impossible for him to be taken as his disciple by Lu Changxing. Lu Changxing shook his head and his divine sense scanned the mortal being tested below, searching for a suitable disciple candidate. The higher the apprentice's cultivation level, the richer the rewards of the apprenticeship simulator. Cultivating a disciple in the Yuaning realm is far better than cultivating 100 disciples in the Qi transforming realm. The more talented a disciple is, the faster their cultivation speed will be, so it is better to lack than to overindulge. Zhuangshu, with moderate roots and bones, inferior intelligence and qi, without any special physical condition. No, 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 Chu Fian, with superior roots and bones, superior intelligence and qi, without any special physique, can definitely become an external disciple, and even some elders are willing to recruit him as an internal disciple. Li Gang, damn it, Tian Sha Lone Star. Lu Changxing saw a mortal named Li Gang, whose talent was actually the Lone Star of the Heavenly Sha. The destiny of the Heavenly Sha Lone Star does not have an impact on oneself, but rather presents an extremely evil trend towards those around me. If there were such disciples, I'm afraid they wouldn't live until next year. Xiao Xiangdao, with superior roots and bones, superior comprehension, and superior qi luck, possesses a special physique of spirit sword body, with 3 levels of cultivation to transform qi realm. The elders of Shu Mountain, who were searching for disciples, suddenly became boiling. The gallbladder mirror was violently shaking, revealing 3 golden ancient seal script spirit sword body. Now, even Taiyuan Jinren was moved. Special physique means extremely high qualifications. Senior brother Li Changye relies on his immortal body to find almost no opponents in the same realm at the book garden www.zhaozhuyuan.com. This is the 3rd prince of Liang, Xiao Xiangdao. I didn't expect the royal family of the Liang dynasty to have a spirit sword body. Shu Mountain is indeed bustling with incense. This generation of disciples has a spirit sword body, and in 1,000 years, this person will definitely become the backbone of Shu Mountain. The crowd waiting for the qualification test was in an uproar. Special physique, never won. Without a sword in hand, there is a sword in the heart. The understanding of the spirit sword body in swordsmanship is as simple as eating and drinking water for ordinary people. Li Changye looked at Xiao Xiangdao with his hands down, seemingly admiring the young man. Numerous elders of Shu Mountain have fiery eyes and want to take Xiao Xiangdao as their disciple. This is a rare gem that has been encountered for thousands of years. However, no one dared to speak up and accept Xiao Xiangdao as his disciple. The reason is also very simple. A piece of rough jade is not a good craftsman, and one dare not carve it, otherwise it will only be a waste. Everyone rushed to look at the immortal Taiyuan, who had the ability to cultivate the spirit sword body. It seems that only the immortal Taiyuan is here. Recently, I have come to realize that it is necessary to stay in seclusion for a period of time, and the affairs of Shu Mountain will be entrusted to your master brother to take charge. As for this Xiao Xiangdao, you can take him as your disciple in the long night. Me. Only senior brother is most suitable. Yes. Many Shu Mountain elders are convinced by their senior brother Li Changye, so they have no objections to the handling of the Taiyuan immortal. In addition to the Taiyuan immortal and the old monsters who are closed in the back mountain, this is where senior brother Li Changye is qualified to accept the spirit sword body as his disciple. While the attention of the crowd was drawn to the rare spirit sword body in 1,000 years, Lu Changxing's apprenticeship simulator found a simple and unadorned young man in the crowd. Talent, the heart of a child. Are you sure you want to take him as an apprentice in Chapter 3? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lu Changxing's gaze fell on a young attendant of Prince Xiao Xiangdao of Liang State. Xiao Xiangdao, with his spirit sword body, alarmed everyone in Shu Mountain, and even his senior brother Li Changye decided to personally accept him as his disciple. But the apprenticeship simulator shows that Xiao Xiangdao's followers have a childlike heart, and their potential is still above Xiao Xiangdao. The thickness of virtue is greater than that of a child. Talent is a person with a childlike heart. Although it may seem mediocre and progress slowly in the early stages of cultivating immortality, once they embark on the path of immortality, they may be able to comprehend the Tao in a day. According to ancient books in Shushan, 80,000 years ago, there was a disciple from an external sect who took 50 years to go from building a foundation to transforming qi. However, in one day, he realized the Tao and directly skipped the golden elixir and yuanying realms from the transforming qi realm to the Tao palace realm. At that time, the Shushan sect leader believed that he had a childlike heart and made an exception by accepting him as a disciple. Such disciples are hard to come by. Xiao Xiangdao, I plan to take you as my disciple. Would you be willing to do so? Li Changye spoke up to accept his disciple, and all the mortal beings waiting for the trial below cast envious glances at the third prince of Liang. Li Changye is the first young elder in Shushan, and also the candidate for the next leader of Shushan. He has become Li Changye's first disciple and has an unlimited future. Liang was one of the vassal states of the Xia dynasty, and with the support of Shu Mountain, the status of Liang would rise. The third prince of Liang is a spirit sword body, and in the future he will at least be an elder of Shu Mountain. I don't know if the third prince has already been married. If we can marry him, our family can also achieve great success. Come on, the third prince is both a member of the Liang royal family and a disciple of the Shu Mountains. How could he look up to women from ordinary aristocratic families? Many aristocratic families and scattered cultivators below are whispering to each other. I am willing. Xiao Xiangdao's eyes were fanatical and he immediately agreed. The Taiyuan immortal remained secluded all year round. In fact, Li Changye took over the control of Shu Mountain and was taken as his first disciple. Therefore, it is not impossible for him to become the head of Shu Mountain in the future. Congratulations to His Highness the Crown Prince for achieving his wish and joining the Shu Mountains. From now on, we in the Liang Kingdom will no longer have to look at the faces of the surrounding vassal states. We will report this good news to your Majesty immediately. The generals of the Liang Kingdom who escorted Xiao Xiangdao and a group of followers congratulated him one after another, and then prepared to return home. Shu Mountain disciples cannot carry servants, even the princes of secular dynasties are no exception. The secular dynasty is no less impressive in the face of giants like Shu Mountain. Wait a moment. The voice of Lu Chongqing sounded, and the people of Liang were taken aback. What can I do for you, Taoist? The people of Liang were in constant doubt. Could it be that they had offended this Shu Mountain elder somewhere? I believe this person has a divine connection and I plan to accept him as a disciple. Lu Chongqing pointed to a young man wearing a green shirt. This young man has an ordinary appearance and looks a bit naive. No matter how he looks, he doesn't seem to have a fairyland. Qingji, Taoist wants to take you as his disciple. You're really lucky, you guy. Don't you hurry up and thank the Taoist. The general of Liang, who led the team, was an expert in transforming the Qi realm. He knew that the elder of Shu Mountain was willing to accept disciples, which was a great fortune for a mortal, so he quickly urged the young man to apprentice. The young man scratched his head in confusion and said, "But I didn't sign up to participate in Shushan. A narrow-minded guy, I really don't understand why the Taoist has taken a liking to you." The general of the Liang Kingdom raised his forehead with a headache, which is a fate that ordinary people will never encounter in their lifetime. Shu Mountain recruits disciples without being bound by the grand ceremony. As long as you are willing to worship me as your teacher, you can embark on the path of cultivating immortality, and the Liang Kingdom can also benefit from it. Lu Chongqing began the demon's whispers. Brother, I am willing. The young man pondered carefully before agreeing, and the people around him became extremely anxious. This is a direct opportunity to become a disciple of the inner sect of Shu Mountain. Very good. Lu Chongqing accepted his first apprentice with satisfaction. Did junior brother Lu actually take in an apprentice? Is there anything unique about this person? Why not use a colescope to check his qualifications? Other elders of Shu Mountain discovered that Lu Chongqing, who had a solitary personality, was willing to accept a young man as his disciple, so he was happy to eat melons with every word he said. Taiyuan also had some doubts, so he urged the immortal weapon to shine on the gallbladder mirror and aim it at the young man. The gallbladder mirror reveals this person's qualifications. Lin Qingji, with a lower level of root and bone, lower level of comprehension, lower level of qi, and no special physical condition. The elders of Shu Mountain were stunned. They originally thought that the disciples recruited by Lu Chongqing were talented individuals from heaven, but they didn't expect their qualifications to be so mediocre. With such qualifications, if not valued by the elders of Shu Mountain, one may not even qualify to become an outsider disciple. Brother Lu, this person's qualifications are too mediocre. Are you sure you want to accept him as a disciple? Numerous elders of Shu Mountain cast puzzled glances. You guys understand shit. Lu Chongqing murmured inwardly. A disciple with a childlike heart is rare to see for thousands of years. Qualification is one thing, but more importantly, character. Lu Chongqing forced an explanation. Taiyuan and Li Changyan nodded in appreciation, which has been one of the purposes of the Shushan school since its establishment. The apprenticeship ceremony continues. After Lu Chongqing recruited his disciples, the ceremony continued, and some candidates were gradually recruited as apprentices by the elder of Shu Mountain. As for the disciples who were not favored by the elder of Shu Mountain, they could only become external disciples of Shu Mountain. Zhaoshuyuan.com. When one achieves success in cultivation or makes contributions to the Shu Mountains, external disciples can become internal disciples, even elders. In addition to Xiao Xiangdao, several disciples with special constitutions stood out and were recruited as apprentices by several senior elders. Special constitutions also have strengths and weaknesses. The special constitutions of these disciples are only stronger than those of ordinary cultivators, but they are not as strong as those of Wanhuang immortal body and spirit sword body. This son is an orphan picked up by our naval governor of Lianghua town from the battlefield. He is also the third prince's chess attendant. Apart from being skilled in playing chess, he is usually a bit dull. If there are any offenses in the future, please forgive me. Qingji, you must practice well and not miss the chance of immortality. Before leaving, the generals of Liang entrusted Lin Qingji to Lu Changsheng. Xiao Xiangdao glanced at his entourage and couldn't believe that an orphan would be taken as an apprentice by an elder from Shu Mountain. Fortunately, Lu Changsheng is just an ordinary elder in Shushan, and his status in Shushan is not as high as that of Li Changye. Otherwise, if his cultivation is surpassed by his followers, where should his face as the third prince be? Xiao Xiangdao clenched his fists and, with his qualifications, became an elder of Shu Mountain in the future. It was not difficult and he would never be surpassed by an orphan. Lu Changsheng did not notice Xiao Xiangdao's thoughts, but instead checked the panel of the newly recruited disciples in the apprenticeship simulator. Lin Qingji, talent. Heart of a child, innate spirit vein, with spirit root, cultivation. Building a foundation on the first floor of the realm, Dao Gu. 15 years, merit. 0, mind method. None, treasure. None, number of rewards available today. 1/1, today's top filling times. 1/1, number of simulations available today. 1/1. Chapter 4. Passing merit to the top. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qinyan Peak is shrouded in clouds and mist, with abundant spiritual energy and the fragrance of birds and flowers. From time to time, cranes soar, rainbows hang in the air, and clear springs sound. The spiritual energy of Shu Mountain is even stronger than that of ordinary places, and it is not an exaggeration to say that it is a blessed land. Qinyan Peak is one of the peaks in Shu Mountain and also the cave of Lu Changsheng. This is Qinyan Peak. The formation restricts the spiritual energy of Shu Mountain, preventing it from leaking out. From now on, this will be the place where we cultivate and reside. The cave on the mountaintop is my seclusion, and half of the mountain is the place where disciples cultivate. At the foot of the mountain is the residence of Shu Mountain laborers. At present, I have only you as my disciple, so you are the only one living halfway up the mountain. But in the future, you will have junior brothers and sisters. As a senior brother, you must practice well to avoid being surpassed by junior brothers and sisters in your cultivation. Lu Changsheng returned to his cave with Lin Qingji and was eager to try the return function of the apprenticeship system. Sitting on this futon. Lu Changsheng pointed to a futon inside the cave, and after Lin Qingji sat down, Lu Changsheng placed his palm on top of Lin Qingji's head. Master, what are you going to do? Your cultivation is too low, I need to pass on some of your cultivation to relax your whole body. Lu Changsheng saw that Lin Qingji's roots and bones were too poor, and his cultivation level could only be improved by building a foundation. If he practiced step by step, he would not know how long it would take to improve his cultivation level. So Lu Changsheng decided to directly consume his own cultivation to help Lin Qingji improve his realm. Master, you can't do it. This will damage your own cultivation. Lin Qingji became anxious. He has heard that cultivators can improve their cultivation by passing on skills and topping them up, but this method consumes too much for the party who imparts cultivation, often resulting in more harm than good, and may even lead to falling into the realm. He has just become a disciple, and Lu Changsheng is willing to sacrifice his own cultivation to help him improve his realm. Such a master is also too good. Stop talking nonsense, remember, the teacher's destiny cannot be violated. Lu Changsheng began to transmit cultivation, and spiritual energy was infused into Lin Qingji's heavenly spirit from his palm. It then merged into the Zhou Tian meridians, flowed and operated, and finally settled in the elixir field, helping Lin Qingji open up the elixir field and solidify his foundation. Lu Changsheng is a cultivation level on the 9th level of the Yuanying realm, and a strand of spiritual energy is incredibly massive for Lin Qingji, who is in the 1st level of the Jianji realm. Lin Qingji gritted his teeth, his face flushed, and the cultivation transmitted by Lu Changsheng almost burst him. For the first time, Lu Changsheng transmitted cultivation to his disciple, but he didn't grasp the amount of spiritual energy and infused a little over 1 billion points of spiritual energy. But Lin Qingji clearly had a single idea, and when Lu Changsheng asked him to speak less nonsense, he forced himself not to say anything. Furthermore, Lin Qingji was deeply moved by Lu Changsheng's willingness to sacrifice his cultivation for himself, and he dared not say much. Fortunately, Lin Qingji has an innate spiritual pulse that can withstand more spiritual energy. Otherwise, if he were a mortal, he would have exploded and died. 1 day cultivation, 2 days cultivation, 3 days cultivation. As time passed, Lin Qingji's cultivation was rapidly improving. Undoubtedly, Lin Qingji's meridians quickly adapted to the spiritual energy transmitted by Lu Changsheng. So Lu Changsheng continued to infuse spiritual energy, adding another 1 billion points. 48 days of cultivation, 40.9 days of cultivation, 50 days of cultivation. Woo! Lin Qingji's forehead was bulging with veins, emitting a painful groan. Lu Changsheng overestimated the strength of his meridians. If this continued, he would explode and die. Collect. Lu Changsheng realized that Lin Qingji had reached his limit, so he quickly ended his transmission and top up. From beginning to end, Lu Changsheng infused Lin Qingji with 50 days of cultivation. For Lin Qingji, who was building the foundation, Lu Changsheng's 50-day cultivation was already a great achievement. Ding, you have transmitted 50 days of cultivation for your disciple, Lin Qingji, and Lin Qingji has actually obtained 10 days of cultivation. Lin Qingji's current state is 3 levels of the foundation building realm. After refining all spiritual energy, he can be elevated to 5 levels of the foundation building realm. Before refining all spiritual energy, you cannot transmit or top it again, otherwise it will damage the meridians. Ding, you have received a reward of 100 times the reward for apprenticeship. 1000 days of cultivation. Ding, the number of times you can pass power and reach the top today is 0.1. Apprentices can actually receive rewards. Lu Changsheng felt a surge of excitement in his heart. The efficiency of passing martial arts to the top is not high. Lu Changsheng spent 50 days of cultivation, while Lin Qingji only obtained 10 days of cultivation. It was originally a loss-making transaction, so few cultivators are willing to pass martial arts to the top. But Lu Changsheng has an apprenticeship simulator that teaches 50 days of cultivation, but can earn 1000 days of cultivation as compensation, which is equivalent to saving about 3 years of cultivation time. Lu Changsheng felt a huge and pure spiritual energy suddenly emerge in the Dantian, and the Yuaning in the Sea of Consciousness grew stronger, one step closer to the opening of the Tao Palace. Bang 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 bang. Lin Qingji kowtowed solemnly to Lu Changsheng, deeply moved. I know that passing on merit to the top will damage my master's cultivation. Great kindness, Qingji will never forget. Please don't do this again in the future. Don't do this again. Lu Changsheng wished he could pass on the credit to Lin Qingji every day, so that he could steal the wool from the system. After you go back and refine all the spiritual energy, come back to the cave to find a master, who will then pass on the skills and empower you. Lu Changxing felt a bit regretful. Lin Qingji refined the spiritual energy he transmitted, consolidated his foundation, and it would take some time. During this period, he could not teleport the top again, otherwise it would be like pulling out seedlings and promoting growth. At this speed, Lin Qingji will soon reach the state of qi transformation. According to the introduction of the Apprenticeship Simulator, for every level raised by a disciple from Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com, they can receive a reward. The further they progress, the richer the reward. In addition, rewards can also be obtained by rewarding disciples with treasures, techniques, and pills, but the rewards cannot exceed the great realm where the disciple is located. What? Listen to my master's advice. Will you continue to frequently pass on your skills and promote yourself in the future? Lin Qingji widened his eyes, unable to think anymore. In his impression, even the national teacher of Liang would not sacrifice his own cultivation to elevate the prince's realm, let alone constantly pass on merits and achieve success. This is simply self-harm. Never mind, disciples should cultivate on their own and never burden their master. Lin Qingji was deeply grateful and quickly declined. This disciple is really a bit naive. Lu Changxing rolled his eyes and said, "If I don't give you credit, how can I steal the wool from the system? As a teacher, you have your own considerations. You don't have to worry, just focus on practicing." Lu Changxing is eager to pass on his achievements and achieve success a few more times. The grace of Master's rebirth, I am willing to go through fire and water for Master without hesitation. Lin Qingji was deeply moved and in a mess. Is there a better master in the world than this? Even between father and son, it's just that. This Tai Xian Gong Fa is a top-grade martial art of the Xian level, divided into 6 layers, and is also the best martial art that you can cultivate in your current state. It is my teacher's reward to you. You need to cultivate it well. Lu Changxing flipped his palm and a blue scroll appeared in his palm. The top-notch technique of the Xuanjia level. Lin Qingji trembled as he took over this cultivation technique. With just 1 scroll of cultivation, it was enough to exchange for 10 secular dynasties, and Lu Changxing easily rewarded him with it. My master is also too kind to him. Chapter 5. Apprentice Reward, Taiqing Wuji Gong. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, you reward your disciple, Lin Qingji, with a high-level martial arts skill of the Xuanjia level, and receive a reward of 80,000 times the reward. The top-level martial arts skill of the Tianjia level, Taiqing Wuji skill. Ding, today you can reward 0.1 times. In Lu Changxing's Taoist robe, there appeared a scroll of cultivation techniques, which were actually top-notch in the heavenly rank. The martial arts are further divided into 4 major levels. Heaven, Earth, Xian, and Huang. Each major level is further divided into 3 minor levels. Upper, middle, and lower. The Taiqing Wuji skill is a top-notch skill in the heavenly rank, which is 6 levels higher than the Xuanjia top-notch skill, Taixian skill, practiced by Lu Changxing before. I am grateful for my master's kindness, but this kind of skill is priceless and I dare not. Lin Qingji still hesitated while holding the scroll of Tai Xian Gong. Take it and practice according to the cultivation method. If there is any confusion, then seek guidance from the master. Lu Changxing was eager to practice the Taiqing Wuji skill, and in addition, the number of rewards and the number of times he could pass the skill to the top had already been used up today. So he waved his hand and signaled Lin Qingji to go back to practice. With the help of Taiqing Wuji Gong, Lu Changxing really doesn't care about Tai Xian Gong anymore. What kind of trash is that? Lin Qingji saw Lu Changxing disdainfully throwing the Tai Xian Gong at him, and secretly thought to himself, the foundation of Shu Mountain is really deep and bottomless. An ordinary elder, he didn't even care about the top-grade martial arts of the Xian level. It seems that I have too little knowledge. Shame, I will never forget my mentor's kindness, practice diligently, and strive to enter the realm of transforming qi as soon as possible. Lin Qingji respectfully put away his Tai Xian Gong, kowtowed again, and then left Lu Changxing's cave to go to the place where his disciples lived halfway up the mountain to practice. After Lin Qingji left, Lu Changxing flipped his palm and the scroll of Taiqing Wuji Gong appeared. Knowing its whiteness, guarding its darkness, is the way of the world. It is the way of the world, with constant virtue and not too great, returning to the infinite. Lu Changxing silently recited the mnemonic, following the diagram of Taiqing Wuji Gong, to circulate spiritual energy in the Zhou Tian meridians. Lu Changxing's Yuanying has entered a wonderful realm. The world is chaotic, boundless, without any distinction between top, bottom, left, right, or southeast, northwest. Lu Changxing's Yuanying flew with his sword in the chaos and could not leave it. Lu Changxing reached out and vaguely touched the laws of heaven and earth, gaining a deeper understanding of the Tao. There is a mixture of things, born from birth, lonely and desolate, independent yet unchanging, circulating but not perilous. I do not know its name is called Tao. A loud bang, like a sudden enlightenment, and like a bell and drum ringing together. Buzz. Lu Changxing's Yuanying returned to Shihai and suddenly opened his eyes. His Taoist robe was already soaked in sweat. Is Tao born before heaven and earth? Lu Changxing entered the mysterious realm of Taiqing Wuji Gong and was greatly shocked. He only touched the edge of the Tao, and the realm of the 9th level of Yuanying was already unbearable. According to the records of the Taiqing Wuji Gong, before heaven and earth were born, the Tao had already existed. Ha! Lu Changxing exhaled a mouthful of turbid air, then took a deep breath, and the spiritual energy of heaven and earth around Qingyun Peak crazily gathered towards Lu Changxing. The Taiqing Wuji skill is so amazing. Lu Changxing's breathing is 10 times stronger than before, which means his cultivation speed is also 10 times faster than before. This is the preciousness of the top-notch cultivation techniques in the heavenly rank. Even if the foundation is as strong as that of Shu Mountain, there are few heavenly level martial arts. Only the head of Shu Mountain or elders and disciples who have made great contributions to Shu Mountain have the opportunity to encounter heavenly level martial arts. Not to mention that the Taiqing Wuji skill is of the highest quality in the heavenly level technique. In this way, I can quickly break through the Yuanying realm, step into the Tao Palace realm, and then enter the core layer of Shu Mountain. No, cultivators need to be low-key. Lu Changxing is a steady person who tries to maintain a low profile as much as possible. This continent is not as peaceful as imagined. From the head of the Shu Mountain to the disciples, they follow the rules, defend the right path, and are trustworthy. But there are also 5 other righteous sects and 4 major demonic sects in Xiazhou. The 5 major righteous sects are dissatisfied with the top position in Shu Mountain because its reputation is too great. Many talented cultivators in Xiazhou choose to join Shu Mountain, while there are naturally fewer cultivators from the other 5 righteous sections. Therefore, there is a faint trend among the 5 righteous sects to compete with Shushan for the first righteous path. The 4 major demonic sects are even more incompatible with the 6 righteous sections. Every year, disciples of the righteous path and demonic sects fall, and even Shushan elders die tragically at the hands of the 4 major demonic sections. There are countless demonic sect elders who died under the sword of their senior brother Li Changye. The 4 major demonic sects are quite wary of Shu Mountain, and even send disciples to infiltrate and test the cultivation of Shu Mountain elders. Playing the role of a pig and eating a tiger is the best way to survive. Having an apprenticeship simulator, one can silently improve their cultivation and strive to become a saint. Lu Changxing slightly straightened his thoughts and then continued to operate the Taiqing Wuji Gong. The Taiqing Wuji Gong is divided into 9 levels. According to the description of the unnamed real person who created the Taiqing Wuji Gong in the preface, practicing to the 9th level of Taiqing Wuji Gong is just a glimpse of the Tao. This real person is truly humble, he is a role model for us. After 12 weeks of operation, Lu Changxing finally realized the first level of the Taiqing Wuji Gong. Just starting from the second layer, it becomes more obscure and difficult to understand. If the first layer of Taiqing Wuji is addition and subtraction, then the second layer is calculus. Fortunately, I have an apprenticeship simulator. If I go to Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com and pass the skill to the top, I can return my cultivation. I estimate that I will soon fully understand the second level of the Taiqing Wuji Gong artistic conception. What? It's been 3 days already. Lu Changxing only guided the true qi to circulate in the body according to the Taiqing Wuji Gong for 12 weeks, and with a pinch of his fingers, 3 days passed like this. No wonder the ancients said, 7 days in the mountains, 1,000 years in the world. So, I can give my disciple credit and rewards again. Lu Changxing smiled slightly, and the feeling of harvesting system wool was really exciting. Wait a minute, there is also a function that simulates the life of a disciple that has not been used. Lu Changxing found himself missing a feature of the apprenticeship simulator. The apprenticeship simulator can simulate the future of apprentices, facilitating masters to better guide disciples and change their lives. The reason it is a simulation is because it is not a predetermined future. Of course, if Lu Changxing does not intervene, the simulation may also become a reality. I don't know what level I, as an apprentice, will reach in the future. Lu Changxing was still quite concerned about his first apprentice he recruited, so he used this feature of the simulator. Ding, you start simulating the life of your disciple, Lin Qingji. Ding, today we can simulate 0.1 times. Simulation start. At the age of 15, Lin Qingji worshipped you as his teacher and, under your perfunctory guidance, broke through to the state of transforming qi within a month. Soon, the first line appeared. I am just passing on my skills and helping my disciple break through to the state of transforming qi in just 1 month. How can I be said to be perfunctory? Lu Changxing couldn't help but mutter and looked down again. At the age of 16, under your perfunctory guidance, Lin Qingji broke through to the golden elixir realm within a year. Chapter 6. One Life of a Simulated Apprentice. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At the age of 18, Lin Qingji, a young disciple of the Shushan sect, went out to the mountain for training, and his cultivation was elevated to the 5th level of the golden elixir realm. He was among the disciples who went out to the mountain for training at the age of 19. Lin Qingji's Shushan team completed their training mission and was ambushed by a demonic disciple on their way back to Shushan. Most of the disciples of Shu Mountain were killed, and Lin Qingji exposed his true strength. After a fierce battle, he rescued 2 disciples of Shu Mountain. Subsequently, the elder of the demon sect arrived and caught up with Lin Qingji and others based on the smell of blood. Lin Qingji was defeated and died at the hands of the elder of the demon sect. Lin Qingji, deceased. The simulation is over. Lu Changxing saw his chief disciple being killed by the elder of the demon sect at the age of only 19. The journey of cultivating immortality is indeed dangerous. Although Lin Qingji has a childlike heart and innate spiritual lineage, his potential is limitless, but his luck is not good. On his first time going out for training, he unexpectedly met the elder of the demon sect. The elders of the 4 major demon sects, like the elders of Shu Mountain, are at least cultivators in the Yuaning realm, and there are also old monsters in the Dao Palace realm. At the age of 19, Lin Qingji is only a cultivator in the golden elixir realm. When encountering the elder of the demon sect, he is definitely not a match. Wait a minute, why does the demon sect know the route of Shu Mountain disciples' training? Even the elder of the demon sect has taken action. Which of the 4 major demonic sects is the one ambushing disciples in Shu Mountain? Or is it that all 4 major demonic sects are involved? Lu Changxing knew that Shu Mountain was guarded against all 4 major demon sections. The first training task of each generation of disciples in Shushan is kept secret. Shushan disciples will disguise themselves as mortals or engage in casual training, dividing into several small teams for training. Each team is at least a disciple of the inner sect of the Jindan realm, and even led by elders from the Yuanying realm, with a 1-year training period. However, according to the results of the simulator, the team where Lin Qingji was stationed was completely annihilated. The disciple of Qixi Jixin is hard to come by and cannot be allowed to die like this. There are 3 methods to crack this result. Firstly, within 4 years, elevate Lin Qingji's cultivation to the level of Yuanying, so that he may not be afraid of the elder of the demon sect. Secondly, I will secretly protect my disciple. As long as the elder of the demon sect appears, I will immediately kill him. Thirdly, inform the leader or senior brother about this matter, cancel the training, or send elders to secretly protect. After some thought, Lu Changsheng had at least 3 solutions. The first solution is somewhat difficult. Having a disciple with little foundation ascend to the Yuanying realm within 4 years, with combat power comparable to that of the elder of the demon sect, is somewhat fanciful. The third solution may arouse suspicion from the leader and senior brother. So, it's best to personally take action, which is the most decisive and decisive. Maybe we can even unravel the mystery behind it. In 4 years, it was enough for Lu Changsheng to step into the realm of the Dao Palace, and the Taiqing Wuji Gong could also go further. As long as he doesn't encounter the leaders of the 4 major demon sects or some old monsters, Lu Changsheng is really not afraid of ordinary demon sect elders. Thinking of this, Lu Changsheng breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, the apprenticeship simulator can simulate the life of an apprentice, seeking good fortune and avoiding bad luck. Master, I have refined spiritual energy and now my cultivation level has reached the 5th level of the building foundation realm. Lin Qingji's simple and honest voice sounded outside the cave. Undoubtedly, it is an innate spiritual meridian that can refine spiritual energy at an extremely fast speed, making it very suitable for the method of transmitting power and topping up. If you are an ordinary person, not to mention that when you pass the power to the top, you will explode and die, and the speed of refining spiritual energy is far inferior to that of innate spiritual meridians. The potential of this disciple is truly amazing, with his pure heart and innate spiritual veins. You come in. Yes. How is the cultivation of Tai Xian Gong going? My disciple is not talented, and I have only reached the 2nd level of cultivation in Tai Xian Gong. Well, after 3 days of cultivation, reaching the 2nd level is already good. What? Have you reached the 2nd level? Lu Changsheng was taken aback. My disciple seems a bit naive, but he is a cultivation genius. Very good, I will pass on the credit to you as a teacher. Lu Changsheng is very satisfied with this disciple and is a good candidate for wool harvesting. This time, Lin Qingji didn't say much, but silently waited for Lu Changsheng to pass on the credit and achieve success. My own master really doesn't have any private secrets. Even my cultivation can be passed on to me. Where can I find such a master? After Lin Qingji's cultivation improved, Dantian could accept more spiritual energy, so Lu Changsheng infused more spiritual energy. Wu. Lin Qingji still felt uncomfortable, his face flushed, and the Zhou Tian meridians were filled with vast spiritual energy. The innate spiritual meridians are almost overwhelmed by spiritual energy. Lu Changsheng noticed that Lin Qingji had reached his limit, so he withdrew some spiritual energy, causing Lin Qingji's pressure to drop sharply. With the experience from last time, the next step is to pass on the power and achieve success. Ding, you have transmitted 100 days of cultivation for your disciple, Lin Qingji, and Lin Qingji has actually obtained 20 days of cultivation. Lin Qingji's current level is 6 levels of the building foundation realm. After refining all spiritual energy, he can be elevated to 7 levels of the building foundation realm. Ding, you have received a reward of 200 times the reward for being granted an apprentice. 4,000 days of cultivation. Ding, the number of times you can pass power and reach the top today is 0.1. Ha! Lu Changsheng regained his momentum and felt secretly pleased. He had gained a majestic spiritual energy in his elixir field, equivalent to an additional 10 years of cultivation at once. Lu Changxing's elixir fields are already overflowing, and he can open up a Taoist palace at any time and step into the realm of the Taoist palace. Thank you very much, Master, for passing on your skills and nurturing you. Please find the book garden at www.zhaosuiyuan.com. Lin Qingji still harbors gratitude. In his view, Lu Changxing sacrifices his cultivation every time to help himself improve his realm. After returning, in addition to refining spiritual energy, you also need to continue practicing Tai Xian Gong. Once Tai Xian Gong is completed, I will teach you more advanced techniques. The Taiqing Wuji skill is a heavenly level skill, and currently Lin Qingji's realm is incomprehensible. If taught to Lin Qingji, he will not receive any apprenticeship rewards. Remember, my disciple. There is also a top-grade spiritual artifact here, called the Taiqing sword. I have bestowed upon you protection, which is also your first flying sword. With your realm, it is already the limit to activate the top-grade spiritual artifact. With a movement of his mind, Lu Changxing saw a precious sword fly out of the cave, with a green wood sheath that was ancient and simple. Thank you very much, Master. Lin Qingji is already numb. Master never hides anything, not only does he pass on his achievements and give away various treasures without stopping. If you refuse your master's kindness, you will also be scolded by your master. This is not a dream, is it? For years later, you will have a disaster, and you need to practice diligently in order to overcome it. Lu Changxing simulated Lin Qingji's life and predicted Lin Qingji's calamity, so he spoke up to give some advice. Yes. Lin Qingji's gaze towards Lu Changxing was full of admiration. My own master can actually predict the future, and passing on martial arts is as simple as eating and drinking water. Is it possible that Lu Changxing is already a saint? You go down to practice. I'm leaving, disciple. Ding, you reward your disciple, Lin Qingji, with a top-grade spiritual weapon, the Qingming sword, and receive a 1,000-fold return reward from the disciple. The lower-grade innate spiritual treasure, the 9 Heavens Thunder Sword. Ding, today you can reward 0.1 times. Chapter 7. Innate Spiritual Treasures. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. A sword with a cold and bright light appeared in Lu Changxing's cave, shrouded in thunder and emitting a terrifying pressure. Qingyun Peak was trembling. The servants below Qingyun Peak couldn't help but look towards the mountaintop, where dark clouds cover the city. The only person who caused this commotion at Qingyun Peak could be Elder Lu from Qingyun Peak. Undoubtedly, it is an innate spiritual treasure. Lu Changxing held the 9 Heavens Thunder Sword and waved it slightly, causing lightning and thunder to roar. The entire Qingyun Peak was startled by it. Magic treasures can be divided into spiritual artifacts, acquired spiritual treasures, innate spiritual treasures, and immortal artifacts. Immortal artifacts are the treasures of the 6 major righteous sects and the 4 major demonic sects, with a heritage of several 100,000 years, perhaps only 1 or 2 immortal artifacts. Most disciples of Shu Mountain use spiritual weapons, while Shu Mountain elders may have 1 or 2 acquired spiritual treasures. As for the innate spiritual treasure, this is a magic weapon that only the head of Shu Mountain or some old monsters in Shu Mountain have. Lu Changxing just gave the 9 Heavens Thunder Sword a slight test of its power, but he hasn't unleashed the sword energy yet, otherwise Qingyun Peak will suffer. Qingyun Peak is the cave of Lu Changxing, and Lu Changxing does not want to harm the flowers and plants of Qingyun Peak due to sword tests. Furthermore, if news of obtaining the innate spiritual treasure spreads, one may be targeted by the 4 major demon gates. Lu Changxing sheathed his sword, and the 9 Heavens Thunder Sword regained its calmness. With this innate spiritual treasure, Lu Changxing believes that he is almost invincible in the Yuaning realm. With my current cultivation level, I can enter the realm of Dao Palace at any time. For the sake of stability, I will continue to strengthen my realm and then open up the Dao Palace. The original owner of the body that Lu Changsheng's soul pierced through died of being possessed by a demon while opening up the Dao Palace. Lu Changsheng did not want to repeat the same mistake. The next day, Lu Changsheng summoned Lin Qingji and rewarded him with one of the building foundation pills. This is a third-grade pill that can only be used in the foundation building environment. It can help cultivators solidify their foundation and slightly improve their bones, making it invaluable. Ding, you reward your disciple, Lin Qingji, with a third-grade pill and receive a reward of 500 times the reward. The sixth-grade pill, soul-nourishing pill. Ding, today you can reward 0.1 times. The soul-nourishing pill can only be used in the Yuaning realm. It can nourish the soul, strengthen the Yuaning, and reduce the risk of breaking through to the Dao Palace realm. What Lu Changsheng lacks is precisely this pill. With this top-notch pill, you can confidently open up a Taoist palace. However, Lu Changsheng is surprisingly stable and has yet to break through. In the following month, Lu Changsheng gave Lin Qingji 4 more opportunities to pass on his merits and achieve cultivation of 2,000 days, 1,500 days, 3,500 days, and 5,000 days, respectively. In addition, every day, Lu Changsheng would try to reward Lin Qingji with some treasures that could be used to build the foundation. Reward the first-grade pill, Qi returning pill, and return the fourth-grade pill, Earth Spirit pill. Reward the first-grade pill, Blood Qi pill, and return the third-grade pill, Red Blood pill. Reward the third-grade pill, Red Blood pill, and return the fifth-grade pill, Red Blood Coagulation Yuan pill. Reward the top-grade spiritual artifact, Soft Hedgehog armor, and return the top-grade postnatal spiritual treasure, Tai Dao Pao. Reward the top-grade spiritual artifact, top-grade alchemy furnace, and return the lower-grade innate spiritual treasure, True Fire Alchemy Furnace. Reward an ordinary stone and return a spirit stone. Reward a spirit stone and return the 5th-grade refining material, Tianjing stone. Reward the mid-level sword technique, Lingyun sword technique, to the Xuanjia level, and return the top-level sword technique, 10,000 swords return to the sect, to the ground level. Lu Changsheng attempted to reward Lin Qingji with various things, from elixirs to magic weapons, martial arts, and even ordinary stones, to collect wool from the apprenticeship simulator. When Lin Qingji received the ordinary stone rewarded by Lu Changsheng, he carefully pondered whether his master had any other profound meaning. He couldn't understand, so he offered this stone and burned incense every day. In addition to regularly harvesting system wool every day, Lu Changsheng cultivates the Taiqing Wuji skill and the newly acquired top-grade sword technique, 10,000 swords returning to the sect, deepening his understanding of Taiqing Wuji skill and swordsmanship. On the mountainside of Qingyun Peak, Lin Qingji was meditating, meticulously operating his spiritual energy according to the Tai Xian Gong and continuously exhaling. From time to time, immortal deer, spirit birds, and squirrels appear by Lin Qingji's side, creating a sense of closeness towards Lin Qingji, who has a childlike heart and innate spiritual veins. The spiritual energy of Shu Mountain is stronger than that of other places in Xiazhou. Even though Lin Qingji's qualifications are not high, Lin Qingji is completely focused, and Lu Changsheng continues to pass on his achievements, so his cultivation speed is still thousands of miles per day. The third level of Tai Xian Gong. Lin Qingji integrated and mastered, reaching the third level of Tai Xian Gong cultivation. At this moment, the spiritual energy in Lin Qingji's Dantian suddenly boiled. In just 1 month, we are about to enter the realm of transforming qi. Lin Qingji heard from his master that this is a sign of the expansion of the Dantian and the generation of a sea of qi. Lin Qingji is incredulous about his progress in cultivation. In the state of Liang where Lin Qingji lived, the master of transforming qi was already a prominent figure at the level of a general, or a respected casual cultivator in the martial arts world. However, Lin Qingji had only been in Shushan for a month and had already sprinted towards the realm of transforming qi. Because there will be a disaster for Lin Qingji in 4 years, when Lu Changsheng was appointed as an apprentice, he no longer perfunctory, but earnestly taught Lin Qingji how to open up the sea of energy when breaking through. Lin Qingji's greatest advantage is that he has no distractions and has taken note of all the instructions given to Lu Changsheng at the book garden www.zhaozhuiyuan.com. It's done. Lin Qingji made breakthroughs as instructed by his master, steadily opening up the sea of qi and elevating his cultivation to the level of transforming qi. No surprises or dangers, everything comes naturally. At this moment, in Lu Changsheng's cave, his divine consciousness swept over Qingyun Peak, feeling the surge of his disciple Lin Qingji's breath, and his speed of breathing in the spiritual energy of heaven and earth had significantly increased. Lu Changsheng showed a pleased smile, and the potential of this disciple was indeed astonishing, a piece of jade. If it weren't for Lu Changsheng discovering this disciple, Lin Qingji might have disappeared from the crowd. There is Bull in the world, and then there is Qianli Ma. Ding, your first disciple, Lin Qingji, has elevated his realm from the foundation-building realm to the qi-transforming realm. You will receive a disciple realm enhancement reward. As this is the first realm enhancement reward, you will receive a special physique. Innate Tao body. Ding, the apprentice simulator is washing your hair and reshaping your physique. Lu Changsheng's body became hot and dry, and all meridians and roots underwent earth-shattering changes. Lu Changsheng doesn't have an immortal body like his senior brother Li Changye, he just has an ordinary constitution, but now he has obtained an innate Tao body. Although Lu Changsheng still doesn't know what makes the congenital Tao body special, just by its name, the congenital Tao body is by no means simple. Lu Changsheng showed a painful expression, and the apprentice simulator washed and transformed him. The pain pierced deep into his bone marrow, and Shi Hai, Yuaning, Dan Tian, and Qi Hai were all on the verge of collapse. Previously, Lu Changsheng only underwent a change in his soul, but this time his body has also been reborn. What's wrong with Master? Lin Qingji discovered that in the cave, Lu Changsheng's breath was constantly changing, and he couldn't help but worry. Chapter 8. Entering the Tao Palace Realm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After a long period of scrubbing and transforming, Lu Changsheng finally managed to hold on. His whole body seemed to crawl out of the mud, panting heavily, and all impurities in his body were expelled. The innate Tao body has no impurities and integrates with heaven and earth. Even without breathing, the spiritual energy from the surrounding heaven and earth will flow into the innate Tao body, and Lu Changsheng's cultivation speed will reach thousands of miles every day. After undergoing a transformation, Lu Changsheng also developed a special physique. I completely understand the second level of Taiqing Wuji Gong. The martial arts that Lu Changsheng had previously been puzzled about quickly came to a complete understanding. This is the innate Tao body. If we don't manage our innate Tao body well, we won't be inferior to our senior brother's immortal body. Lu Changsheng felt a surge of excitement. The innate Tao body rewarded by the apprentice simulator is too suitable for cultivating immortals and asking questions. Lu Changsheng easily comprehended the second level of Taiqing Wuji Gong and began practicing the third level. With innate Tao body, Lu Changsheng integrated and quickly realized the third and fourth layers of the Taiqing Wuji Gong. Only on the fifth floor did Lu Changsheng get stuck. The fourth level of Taiqing Wuji Gong is sufficient even in the realm of Tao Palace. Lu Changsheng opened his eyes, his ears clear and his eyes bright, his divine sense stronger. Every blade of grass and every tree in Qingyun Peak was perceived by Lu Changsheng's divine sense. The innate Tao body is a special constitution that existed before heaven and earth, close to the Tao. With his innate Tao body, coupled with the fourth level of Taiqing Wuji Gong, the 9 heavens thunder sword, and the 10,000 swords returning to the sect sword technique, Lu Changsheng is invincible in the same realm and can even fight across levels. It's time to break through the Yuaning and step into the Tao Palace realm. Lu Changsheng solidifies his foundation, undergoes a transformation, and breaks through the realm of Yuaning with certainty. However, Before breaking through, Lu Changxing noticed that his disciple Lin Qingji was waiting outside the cave like a wooden stake, and he didn't know how long he had been waiting. "Qingji, you can come in now." "Yes." "How many days did you wait outside the cave?" "Returning to my master, I waited for 7 days and 7 nights, fearing that my master might have an accident, but I was also afraid that breaking into the cave midway would cause my master to go crazy." Undoubtedly, it is the heart of a child. Although this disciple is somewhat honest, he has a simple heart and a superior character. As a teacher, I need to stay in seclusion for some time, and I cannot temporarily pass on your cultivation skills. You can cultivate on your own, and I will teach you your cultivation skills after I leave the level. Yes. Lin Qingji respectfully expressed his gratitude and then withdrew from the cave. Lin Qingji was introduced to the path of cultivating immortality by Lu Changxing and has already entered the path of enlightenment. Even without Lu Changxing's transmission and empowerment, Lin Qingji's cultivation will continue to improve. Of course, his speed cannot match that of Lu Changxing's transmission and empowerment. Before breaking through, Lu Changxing took out the 6th grade pill, Soul Nourishing Pill. This pill emits an astonishing spiritual energy. Even for the 6 righteous sects and the 4 evil sects, the 6th grade pills are all heavenly and earthly treasures. Lu Changxing took the soul nourishing pill and refined its medicinal power in his body. Bang! Medicine enters the body, pouring into the sea of consciousness, causing turbulence in the sea of consciousness. The golden baby in the sea of consciousness absorbs the power of medicine, and the golden light shines brightly, clearly expanding and solidifying one point. Lu Changxing constantly consolidated his realm in the Yuanying realm. Taking advantage of the growth of Yuanying, Lu Changxing worked hard and opened the Tao Palace. In the Sea of Dantian Qi, a small world has been opened up, like creating a new world, and a Taoist palace is faintly visible. Tao Palace realm can open up a small world within the body. The spiritual energy of Qingyun Peak surged wildly towards the cave and poured into Lu Changxing's body. Opening a Tao Palace requires a massive amount of spiritual energy. Lu Changxing's Dantian whale swallows the dragon and sucks it, so much so that the cloud sea of Qingyun Peak has turned into a huge vortex, with purple energy coming from the east, and celestial phenomena appearing. Roaming and rumbling Lu Changxing's Dantian Qi Sea has undergone earth-shattering changes, with lightning and thunder roaring, the Qi Sea churning, and purple cloud formations. At the beginning of simulating the evolution of heaven and earth in the Dao Gong realm, it is equivalent to opening up a new world for oneself. Although this small world may not even be considered an ant compared to the vast world, at least it has opened up its own small world. The Dao Gong realm and the Yuanying realm are not on the same level. The elders in the Dao Gong realm are the true backbone of Shu Mountain, while the Yuanying realm can only be considered as ordinary Shu Mountain elders. At the main peak of Shu Mountain, senior brother Li Changye was meditating when he suddenly noticed a big movement at Qingyun Peak. Not only Qingyun Peak, but even the spiritual energy of the surrounding mountains is converging towards Qingyun Peak. Sword. Li Changye's mind twitched and his long sword was unsheathed. The next moment, Li Changye had already arrived near Qingyun Peak, witnessing the heavenly and celestial phenomena of Qingyun Peak. Indeed, junior brother Lu has broken through to the realm of the Tao Palace. Junior brother Lu has been practicing for 250 years and has made remarkable progress since entering the realm of Taoism. However, how could the commotion caused by brother Lu's breakthrough be so great? Li Changye was shocked by the commotion caused by Lu Changxing's breakthrough. The ordinary Shu Mountain elder's breakthrough can only devour the heaven and earth spiritual energy of one mountain peak, while Lu Changxing's breakthrough can even attract the heaven and earth spiritual energy of the surrounding mountains. Even Li Changye, who possesses an indestructible body, did not make such a breakthrough at the beginning. What Li Changye didn't know was that Lu Changxing had a solid foundation in the 9th layer of the Yuanying realm, accumulated knowledge and had innate Tao body, so breaking through would inevitably cause celestial anomalies. As long as he successfully breaks through the Yuaning realm, Lu Changsheng is much stronger than cultivators in the same realm of Dao Gong realm. Zhaozhuyuan.com. If junior brother Lu successfully enters the Dao Palace realm, we will have another Dao Palace realm powerhouse in Shu Mountain, which is a good thing. Make sure to block the surroundings of Qingyun Peak and not disturb junior brother Lu. I personally protect the law. Li Changye harbored feelings for the mountains of Shu and felt relieved instead of a trace of jealousy towards Lu Changsheng, who had caused a celestial anomaly. The addition of an elder from the Daogong realm in Shushan adds to their strength. Moreover, the commotion caused by Lu Changsheng's breakthrough may not only affect his cultivation in the realm of Daogong in the future. Li Changye, who is on the 9th floor of the Daogong realm, personally protects the Dharma. Unless the demon sect leader or some old monsters attack, no one can interfere with Lu Changsheng's breakthrough. The leaders of the 4 major demon sects may not dare to attack Qingyun Peak. This is Shu Mountain. Lu Changsheng did not notice Li Changye protecting the Dharma around the mountain peak, but was fully focused on opening up the Dao Palace. Time flies by quickly, without realizing it, 10 days have already passed. Dao Gong, success. Lu Changsheng opened a Dao Gong in Dantian, and after creating a new world, the Dao Gong finally stabilized. Not only has the Dao Palace been opened up, but even the Dantian and Qihai have doubled in size. Lu Changsheng's cultivation level has been elevated to the first level of the Dao Gong realm, and is close to the second level of the Dao Gong realm. Senior brother. Lu Changsheng felt that his senior brother Li Changye was currently meditating with his eyes closed on the flying sword, secretly protecting himself for 10 days and 10 nights. He couldn't help but be moved. The conduct of the senior brother is not something to say. Congratulations to junior brother Lu for entering the Dao Palace realm. Even senior brother, I can't see your current cultivation clearly. Li Changye was discovered by Lu Changsheng, so he appeared and looked at him again. Lu Changsheng stood in the same place, like a chaos, making it difficult to see his cultivation clearly. Chapter 9. Assessment Tasks. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Through thick accumulation and thin hair, we have finally broken through to the realm of the Dao Palace. Senior brother, we are highly praised. Since your realm has reached the Dao Palace realm, according to the rules of our Shu Mountain, as long as you complete the assessment of the Dao Palace realm, the elders of the Dao Palace realm can receive more materials needed for cultivation every month. Please explain in detail, senior brother. Lu Changsheng knew that when Elder Shushan arrived at the Daogong realm, he had to complete an assessment. Through assessment, as an elder in the Daogong realm, one can obtain more cultivation resources from Shu Mountain every month. That's right, it's natural selection. Even in the world of cultivating immortals, resources are limited. The strong have the right to allocate more resources, because the elders of the Dao Palace realm can make greater contributions to the Shu Mountain than the elders of the Yuaning realm, and can also protect the sect for a longer time. The assessment task of the elder was originally supposed to be released by the leader Taiyuan, but Taiyuan was closed, so it was instead released by the senior brother Li Changye. You have been practicing in Shushan for 100 years, but have never entered the world. You have been working in seclusion and are prone to becoming obsessed. You may use this assessment to go and experience it. Do you know about the wasteland? Well, the wasteland is located in the far south, with millions of mountains and deep forests. There are countless barbaric tribes, and the forces of the wasteland and demon tribes are intertwined, no less than the size of our Xia state. Exactly. 50 years ago, there was turmoil in the wasteland region, and the tribes of the wasteland and the demon tribes were constantly fighting, which may affect our Xia state. Do you know about the state of Liang? Senior brother, are you referring to the Liang kingdom located in the southern part of Xiazhou? Liang state is one of the top 10 vassal states in Xiazhou's population, bordering Huangzhou. It is also one of the 6 major righteous sect sphere of influence, the Wenxian Gu. Recently, the branch hall set up by the Wenxian Gu on the border of Huangzhou was attacked, and 3 elders and hundreds of disciples from Yuanying realm were all spared. Since it is within the sphere of influence of the Wenxian Pavilion, the affairs of the Liang Kingdom should be resolved by the Wenxian Pavilion. Lu Changsheng was secretly surprised. The Wenxian Pavilion is one of the 6 righteous sections. Although its foundation is not as profound as that of the Shu Mountains, it has existed for 200,000 years. How could anyone dare to blood-wash a branch of the Wenxian Pavilion? The truth is like this, but the turmoil in the wasteland will not only affect the Wenxian Pavilion. Therefore, Wenxian Pavilion requests that we send an elder from Shu Mountain to investigate this matter with their elder on the border of the wasteland. This is not only the intention of the Wenxian Pavilion owner, but also my intention. Senior brother is truly the disciple that the leader values the most, with foresight and foresight. So, senior brother intends to let me go. Not bad, you happen to have arrived at the Daogong realm and can go and experience it. Wenxian Pavilion will send 3 Daogong realm elders, led by the Withered Wood Elder. If I remember correctly, his cultivation level is probably 4 levels of Daogong realm. It shows that Wenxian Pavilion attaches great importance to this matter. With the Withered Wood Elder leading the team and you, there are a total of 4 Daogong realm elders, which should not be too dangerous. Of course, when going out, everything should be careful. Li Changye briefly explained the content of the assessment task. Lu Changxing understood that this mission will mainly be solved by the people from the Wenxian Pavilion. As for one's own identity, it is equivalent to being an observer. As the first legitimate road in Xiazhou, Shu Mountain has to be prepared for potential threats. The strong ones on the 4th floor of the Daogong realm are leading the team, so there shouldn't be any accidents, right? After the Shushan apprenticeship ceremony, Lu Changxing has not yet found the next suitable disciple. Perhaps we can search for disciples along the way for this mountain adventure. Lu Changxing has an apprenticeship simulator that can automatically search for suitable disciples nearby without having to worry about it. So when will we depart? Within 10 days, you can arrive at Nanguan in Lianghua town. After returning, report to me about what happened in the border area of Huangzhou, and it will be considered as completion of the assessment. After Li Changye assigned the assessment task, Yu Jin left. With the apprenticeship simulator, Lu Changxing really doesn't care about the monthly salary distributed in Shushan. However, completing the sect tasks in Shu Mountain allows you to accumulate points and exchange rare treasures, techniques, and elixirs at the treasure pavilion. Furthermore, Lu Changxing went down the mountain once to see if there were any talented individuals who could be recruited as apprentices. Before leaving, Lu Changxing never forgot to pluck the wool from the system again. Lu Changxing summoned his disciple Lin Qingji and continued to pass on his achievements to the top. This time, Lu Changxing spent 300 days of cultivation, and Lin Qingji actually obtained 60 days of cultivation. Lu Changxing received 80 times the reward and returned 48 days of cultivation. Lu Changxing felt that there was a lot more spiritual energy in the Dantian, and the Dao Palace became more stable. This 3rd grade pill, Resurrection Pill, can strengthen the Dao heart after the soul is attacked. I reward it to you as a teacher to protect your life. Lu Changxing took out a 3rd grade pill. Thank you very much, Master. Lin Qingji has been rewarded with various treasures, pills, and martial arts techniques by Lu Changxing these days, and he has become numb. If he doesn't accept the reward, Lu Changxing will still be furious. In Lin Qingji's eyes, Master is undoubtedly a strange person. Ding, you reward your disciple, Lin Qingji, with a 3rd grade pill and receive a reward of 10,000 times the reward. The 7th grade pill, Jiuyo Soul Gathering Pill. Ding, today you can reward 0.1 times. 7 grade pill. Lu Changxing was also startled by the return of his apprenticeship this time. This time, it actually triggered a reward of 10,000 times. The 7th grade pill was returned to Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com. 7 grade pills are rare even in the mountains of Shu. The Jiuyo Soul Gathering Pill, even for cultivators in the Tao Palace realm, if their souls are attacked, as long as their souls are not completely dispersed, taking the Jiuyo Soul Gathering Pill can also reunite their souls. I need to go down the mountain recently, so please refine the spiritual energy I have transmitted to you. Disciples must practice diligently. Lin Qingji knew that Lu Changxing didn't want to explain much, so he didn't ask much. Practicing diligently was the best way to repay his master. Lin Qingji retired, while Lu Changxing carried the Nine Heavens Thunder Sword and wore a Tai Taoist robe, preparing to descend the mountain. Even though this mission seemed easy, for the sake of stability, Lu Changxing still brought various magic weapons and pills. The matter of Huangzhou can attract the attention of both the legitimate sects of Shushan and Wenxian Pavilion at the same time, and it is not so simple to have 4 powerful Taoist Palace realm experts go to investigate the truth. A person wandering in the rivers and lakes cannot avoid being stabbed. Lu Changxing knows this truth and is no exception in any world. Xiazhou is vast and boundless, but with the cultivation of Lu Changxing flying with his sword, it only takes a few days to reach the state of Liang. Shu Mountain is located in the central part of Xiazhou, while Wenxian Pavilion is located in the southern part of Xiazhou, and Liang State is the sphere of influence of Wenxian Pavilion. Lu Changxing, the original owner of this body, had a total of 250 years of cultivation, most of which was spent in the Shu Mountains, so in my memory, I don't know much about the world outside the Shu Mountains. This time, Lu Changxing took advantage of the opportunity to descend the mountain and come into contact with cultivators outside of Shu Mountain. If you're lucky, maybe you can still take in 1 or 2 more demon disciples. Wenxian Pavilion ranks 5th in strength among the 6 righteous sections. The pavilion master once visited Shu Mountain 1,500 years ago and engaged in a duel with the Taiyuan Immortal, resulting in 3 battles and 3 defeats. Chapter 10. Licking the Dog as the Way. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lu Changxing sacrificed his sword, flew with it, and hunted with his Taoist robe. The flying sword breaks through the sea of clouds, like a stream of light, traveling thousands of miles in a day. Even so, it took a full 5 days for Lu Changxing to arrive at Nangguan in Lianghua town. Lianghua Zhenan Pass is one of the border passes between Xiazhou and Huangzhou, guarded by 300,000 soldiers to prevent tribes from entering Lianghua. Suddenly, a tall figure descended from the sky and landed on the heavily scarred city wall of Zhenan Pass. This body image is a sharp sword unsheathed, making one dare not look directly at it. Who are you? The soldiers of the Liang kingdom holding knives and guns surrounded Lu Changxing, feeling extremely nervous. Lu Changxing flies with his sword, and his cultivation level is at least in the realm of transforming qi. Even ordinary generals in the state of Liang only have the cultivation level in the realm of transforming qi. Lu Changxing flipped his palm and a metal token appeared, with the ancient seal script writing, Shu Mountain. I am the envoy from Shu Mountain. Where are the people from the Immortal Pavilion? So it's a ferry from Shu Mountain. Hurry up and report to General Zhenan and the Immortals in the Asking Immortal Pavilion. Shu Mountain Immortal, please wait a moment. The soldiers of the Liang kingdom around saw the Shu Mountain token and coincidentally cast envious glances at Lu Changxing. Shushan is the first legitimate road in Xiazhou, with incense lasting for hundreds of thousands of years. The founder of Shushan Road is also a legendary figure. In their eyes, Lu Changxing is undoubtedly an immortal with his immortal demeanor and character. At the southern gate of the town, General Yun Tiannan respectfully welcomes the elder of Shu Mountain. Please follow me and ask the elders of the Immortal Pavilion who have been waiting for you for a long time. The general of Zhenan Pass is a scattered cultivator on the 9th floor of the Golden Core realm, which is already unfathomable in the eyes of ordinary people. However, in the Shu Mountains, his cultivation level is not as good as the lowest elder. As for the Shu Mountain elder in the Gong realm, he may have to look up to him for a lifetime. Lu Changxing followed the general of Zhenan Pass into the city and walked into a magnificent mansion. The group of Wenxian Pavilion has been waiting in the mansion for a long time, with about 20 people, led by an old man who is withered and leaning on crutches. Although this person may seem to be in his twilight years, Lu Changxing dare not underestimate him. Elder Withered Wood, ask the elder from the previous generation of the Immortal Pavilion. He has been practicing for 800 years, and the last time he showed his cultivation was on the 4th floor of the Gong realm. In addition to the Withered Wood Elder, there are also 2 elders from the Asking Immortal Pavilion, 1 male and 1 female, both carrying long swords. The man has a handsome appearance and an extraordinary temperament, but the only downside is that his gaze towards another female cultivator in the Taoist realm is somewhat pleasing and flattering. Lick the dog. Lu Changxing sighed inwardly. I didn't expect that in the world of cultivating immortals, I would still lick my dog and become the master. Sure enough, people all look at their faces. Lu Changxing's gaze shifted to the female cultivator in the palace realm of the Asking Immortal Pavilion, and he quietly froze for a moment. This woman is dressed in white clothes that surpass snow, with a frozen jade bone and green silk that reaches her waist. Her eyebrows are curved and her distant mountains are painted green. Her eyes are bright with autumn water. Even with Lu Changxing's extensive knowledge in his past life, those female celebrities are not at all outstanding. Just the temperament is much worse. This woman stood still, motionless, and the spiritual energy of heaven and earth naturally merged into her body, like a fairy, extraordinary and refined. No wonder all the male elders in the Immortal Pavilion have become licking dogs. However, Lu Changxing had an innate Tao body that could easily suppress emotions. With just a stunning glance, he quickly calmed down. In just a moment, Lu Changxing's face remained calm and he said, Lu Changxing, am a disciple of the Taiyuan Immortal. On the order of my senior brother, I have come to assist you all. The female Taoist palace in the Asking Immortal Pavilion was slightly surprised. The first time a male cultivator saw her, he was able to remain expressionless. The person in front of me is by no means an ordinary person. This is her intuition. The young elder of the Gong realm in the Asking Immortal Pavilion frowned and said, Lu Changxing. In my impression, it seems that he was the last disciple recruited by the Taiyuan Immortal, who only entered the Yuanying realm 100 years ago. Is it difficult? You haven't arrived at the Gong realm yet. This mission is very important, please don't hold us back. It seems that senior brother has not yet explained to Wenxian Pavilion that he has broken through to the Tao Palace realm. Or is it that senior brother deliberately concealed his cultivation? After all, the less the other party knows their depth, the safer they are. The Asking Immortal Pavilion is not located in Shu Mountain, and Lu Changxing may not fully trust the other party. Thinking of this, Lu Changxing deliberately sighed and said, Alas, my cultivation level is not precise. In 100 years, it will pass with just a flick of a finger. Now, my cultivation level is only 9 layers of the Yuanying realm. Licking the dog, the palace realm showed a certain expression. After entering the wasteland, you can take action with our disciples. Luo Feng, don't be impolite. Li Changye arranged for Elder Lu to assist us, and there must be his deep intention. The Withered Wood Elder scolded and licked the dog to the palace realm. Li Changye is a young elder with a well-known reputation among the 6 righteous sects and 4 evil sections. After 500 years of cultivation, Li Changye has already entered the 9th level of the Gong realm, while Elder Kuki has only been practicing for 800 years and has not yet reached the 4th level of the Gong realm. Whether he can step into the 5th level of the Gong realm for the rest of his life is uncertain. Compared to Li Changye, who is younger and has higher cultivation, Elder Kuki almost admires him. The person sent by Li Changye is definitely right. After practicing for 250 years and only reaching the 9th level of Yuanying, I might end up here in my lifetime. At this time, I have already entered the realm of the Tao Palace. It seems that Shu Mountain is just like that. Luo Feng never forgets to strike at Lu Changxing to showcase his talent, and seeks the attention of the female elders in the Gong realm at www.zhaozhuiyuan.com. Poor, lick the dog, lick until the end with nothing. Lu Changxing muttered in his heart, completely ignoring Luo Feng. Lu Changxing has seen many people like this. Elder Kuki coughed lightly and said, "These two are the elders of our Wenxian pavilion and also the two disciples of our pavilion master, Luo Feng and Xia Ningxue." Humph. Luo Feng crossed his hands and let out a cold snort. And the Gong elder named Xia Ningxue nodded to signal. Ask the Immortal Pavilion to send an elder from the 4th floor of the Taoist Palace, as well as 2 disciples passed down by the pavilion master. Lu Changxing scanned the crowd present, including 3 strong members of the Gong realm, as well as more than 20 elders or inner disciples from the Yuanying realm and Jindan realm. With the cultivation of these 20 or so people, they are almost like the Annihilation Team. This time, it may not be as simple as sending such a squad to the border of the wasteland. Ding, the system is searching for a suitable disciple candidate for you. We have found one. While Lu Changxing was pondering, the cold voice of the apprenticeship simulator rang out in the sea of consciousness. Oh. Are there suitable apprentices nearby? Lu Changxing was taken aback again. I didn't expect to meet a suitable disciple candidate shortly after leaving Shushan. Ding, the apprentice candidate found by the system is named Xia Ningxue. What? Lu Changxing was stunned. Is this not right? Isn't the other party asking the Immortal Pavilion Master's personal disciple? Do you want to dig the other party's corner yourself? Lu Changxing looked at Xia Ningxue, and the apprentice simulator in the sea burst into a brilliant golden light. The opponent's qualifications were no less than that of his senior brother. However, how can such a character be accepted as an apprentice?